Women in the BVI are ripping up stereotypes and shattering glass ceilings to highlight how locally women are being bold for change. In conjunction with this year's theme for International Women's Day, the Office of Gender Affairs has launched an inspirational campaign. The month-long activities will showcase 3 successful local women in outdoor professions. Gender Affairs Coordinator Laurelie Connor says these women have been bold for not taking the expected career paths and are examples of change for the younger generation of women. And here are the women who dared to defy the norm. Engineer Shani Smith, Amaral Newton in the field of construction, and environmental marine biologist Dr. Cassandra Titley O'Neill.
I think I was inspired to be an engineer because I grew up around my father, who is a car mechanic. So I've always been interested in knowing how things work and putting things back together.
In the beginning stages, I didn't even know what a marine biologist was. I wanted to be a lawyer, but I always had a love for the sea. And a friend of mine, her mother worked at a dive company, and she told me that she could give me a discount for something called a resort course. And after the first dive, I told my mother, whatever this is what I want to do.
Growing up, both parents are entrepreneurs, self-employed, industrious persons. My dad particularly, being in construction, I was exposed from a young age of seeing things being made, his work going towards an actual tangible outcome, a building a luxurious space and so forth. So I took interest in that. At that juncture, I was more interested in technology, the way the internet worked, equipment worked, and so forth and so on. In our environment, we encounter lots and lots of challenges. There's male stereotyping, female stereotyping, even just simple cultural ifs and ors or buts. I would say from the male perspective, it was a matter of, should we let her into the boys' club? Should she be on site? Should she wear the boots? Should she wear the hat? Should she give instructions? Should we even talk to her? From the female perspective, that would go from the look of, a lady should be wearing long heels, long nails, stockings, sitting in a corner quietly. When I show up with my muddy boots and so forth, they look at me as too, I'm out of place. So those two, I think, are the major factors. And they can have real detrimental impact on a person if you're not able to handle it.
A woman of color in a field that is dominated by Caucasian men. My father, he was one of the first scuba divers around here, and he encouraged me a lot to do what it is I wanted to do to make myself happy.
I'm coming home now and working in the field as a female in construction and project management. I had to overcome a little bit of, resistance to a woman being the project manager sometimes. But, after a while, persons, understand that we know what we're doing, so we get along.
My mother was a teacher, and she always told me to look at those hard courses as a challenge, a speed bump that you must roll over to get to the other side.